All right, it is the Rundown, Thursday, January 7th, brought to you by Viore, a new perspective on performance apparel, perfect if you're sick and tired of traditional old workout gear. Everything is designed to work out in, but doesn't look or feel like it. So comfortable, I want to wear it all the time. The product is incredibly versatile. It can be used for just about any activity like running, training, yoga, but it's also great for lounging or weekend errands. Viore is an investment in your happiness. For our listeners, they are offering 20% off your first purchase. Get yourself some of the most comfortable and versatile clothing on the planet at VioreClothing.com/rundown. That's VUORI-clothing.com. Not the dash in there, just VioreClothing.com. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but you can enjoy free shipping on any U.S. order over $75 and free returns. Go to Viore Clothing, VUORICLOTHING.com/rundown and discover the versatility of Viore Clothing.
Do we have like 5 minutes to talk about how good Viore is? Because I love them.
Yeah, go ahead.
They're so comfortable. You don't even have to exercise in them. You can just lounge around in them all day. Take your time.
You still have like 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
Well, that's all I had to say.
Yeah. Vibbs, Nick, welcome. We have Little Sass fact checking. Casey just staring there for some reason.
You know, after everything that's going on, I think people need to hear the opinion of Little Sasquatch.
Yeah. So what's everyone been up to? How's everyone's Wednesday evening?
You know, same old.
Same old. Yeah.
Took it easy.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff happening yesterday in America, and people were like, where do we turn? Whose opinions do we need to hear right now? And they said, well, Tommy Smokes, Vibbs, Nick, and chime in from Little Sasquatch, I think, is the best possible way.
First of all, that's a lie, because the text you sent me while I was on trivia was, Nick, can you do Rundown? I've already asked everybody.
No, I mean,
like,
we're doing the Rundown
thanks.
early. To be clear, we're doing the Rundown at 12 today because we got a lot of stuff later on. So if 6 hours from now, like Trump is impeached from the 25th Amendment or something and it's not talked about, that's why. But America, it's a lot of people protesting down there in D.C., breaking in and whatnot. Yeah.
Well, I mean.
We're not going to really get into our political opinions, but a couple of non-political highlights. People were thinking Via Getty was a real person. That was alarmingly stupid. That people were like, Via Getty is the name of the person that stole the podium.
The guy that stole the riot shield, my mentions have blown up. They say he looks exactly like me, and he's just an ugly man. So that was cool, but I got a lot of those.
It was not you.
Michelangelo will probably put him right here or here. Actually, both. He'll do both.
But yeah, I don't think we got too much else to.
I mean, the guy that they
Well,
thought.
Vibbs was there.
I was
Right,
there.
you were there.
Yeah. So why don't you run us through?
I'm not going to pass on an opportunity to climb a massive wall. You know what I mean? That's just exciting to me.
You're a parkour guy.
No, the guy that was stealing the podium that they thought was Via Getty, it kind of does look like his name was Via Getty. Like if anyone there was named Via Getty.
I mean, Via Getty would be a hell of a name. It'd be a cool ass name, Via Getty.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, I don't know what else I
think we covered it.
Yeah, I think we covered it well.
Yeah, that was pretty in depth.
Couple of crazy pictures.
It's bad.
It was bad.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, they got some good selfies out of it for themselves, but it was bad overall.
Overall bad. Don't do that.
You know what? I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Shame on
here.
you.
No, I'm kidding.
Shame on you. Bad.
No, I'm not.
I think that's
bad.
really.
It was bad.
It was bad, right? I think Little Sasquatch.
It was bad.
It was bad. I think we can all unanimously agree.
Yeah.
You don't break into the U.S. Capitol building. All right,
you're on a mission from someone to steal the Declaration of Independence.
The way they walked out, it really looked. I took a field trip to the United States Capitol in Albany in 6th grade, and it really had a similar vibe to it.
In Albany?
Or the New York State
State
Capitol.
Capitol?
Sorry. Yeah. Fun fact about that trip. Fun little story. I believe his name was Tom Alfredi or some shit. He was like a U.S. state representative.
Before you finish, I can tell this is going to be fun. This is going to be a blast.
He was talking about Mariah Carey to all of us on the field trip. It was like 50 of us. And he was like, I don't know why this came up. He was like, who here would date Mariah Carey? And I was the only one that raised my hand. And nobody else on the entire field trip raised their hand. And it was like, yeah, like, I like girls. Like, it was like that type of vibe. You know, me and Tom Alfretti really hit it off.
What?
Yeah.
Was he just horny and he's like,
I don't remember why it came up. I don't remember, but he's like, I know a lot of guys here, right? They'd go on a date with Mariah Carey, raise their hand. I was the only one that raised my hand, and that sticks with me for some reason. Anyway, there's a new cartoon show in Denmark about a man with a huge penis. It's a children's show aimed at 4 to 8-year-olds. It's called John Dillermand. And he goes on missions, he goes on fishing trips, he gets ice cream, he sketches paintings, he goes on rescue missions.
Can't sketch a painting.
Etches paintings.
You paint paintings.
Well, I was just reading the description off the website, and he uses his huge penis to do all this. I actually think it's a pretty good idea for a show, but not for 4 to 8-year-olds.
I auditioned for the role, and I method act.
Right.
So I grew out my penis, and I just didn't get the role.
It's a cartoon. They decided to go with
They
cartoon
decided to go with
instead.
cartoon.
Well, yeah, I mean, they have fancy CGI nowadays, so...
It was too lifelike.
So I get fishing. I'd imagine he uses his penis to fish, right? As the but ice cream.
Yeah, he uses it to scoop ice cream. I don't know why you don't just use a spoon.
It would be way easier.
Way easier.
You get ice cream on your
way
penis.
more sanitary as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, he said the thing that I read, it says he follows his penis into hijinks. So like his penis gets into trouble and then he has to like fix it. So I think that's a great message to send to like 4 to 8-year-olds. Like your fire hose hog is gonna get you in some pretty big trouble.
Yeah, like listen,
Yeah.
if something happens, it's not your fault. It has a mind of its own.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Did
a
you
great
say
message.
that he paints with it?
Yeah.
With his penis?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a guy
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
actually
there's a
does
guy
that.
that actually did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. On TikTok, I wrote a
Really?
blog about him. He came up on my TikTok feed and there was this painting behind him. And someone was like, "Did you paint those?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then it's like, he goes closer and he's like, it's just like he dipped his dick in paint and pressed it up against the canvas like 100
Very
times.
telling that that's what's on your For You page.
Yeah, I know.
I'm pretty sure he's on Guinness Book of World Records for painting the most paintings with his penis.
Probably. Is he actually?
Yeah, seriously.
What would you like to get in the Guinness Book of World Records? What do you think you have the best shot of getting in the Guinness Book of World Records for?
I don't. I'm not really the best. I would not be the best at anything.
You don't have to
Most
be the
humble.
best at anything. You just have to. I mean, the guy who paints pictures, does paintings with his penis, isn't necessarily good at it. He just does it more than anyone else.
Vibbs.
I don't know. Right now, the grossest thing I'm thinking of is having like the most New Yorkers spit in your mouth. Like you just stand at a subway gate.
Yeah.
and
That
they
would
just
be
walk
pretty
by.
easy to break right now,
Yeah.
probably.
But yeah,
I said I
COVID.
wanted to have the most godchildren. Just wanted to be the godfather of the moment.
Yeah.
I only have one right now, so I'm lagging.
you?
I do have one, yeah, but I'm
Who's this?
lagging
Who?
behind.
Who's the?
It's just random. No,
No, say their name.
My cousin's son.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks. Anyway.
Do you have to get him gifts for Christmas and stuff?
Yeah, I mean,
Ah, see, I don't wanna
my
do that.
mom buys them, and I give my mom money for it, basically.
But then you gotta pay all those kids. You gotta get all those kids presents. You know what I mean? If you
well,
got
no,
so many
not
kids.
necessarily. I'm a long-term investment as a
Okay.
godfather. So 10 years from now, 15 years from now, when I'm rich and famous, I'll then obviously I'll be able to pay more. Second half of the rundown is brought to you by Movement. With fair prices, unexpected color, and clean original designs, Movement grew into one of the fastest growing watch brands, shipping to over 160 countries across the globe. Movement watches have the look and quality of a $400 to $500 watch, but cost a fraction of the price. Movement also has Everscroll blue light filtering glasses that are a game changer. It really helps with eye strain and poor sleeping patterns, and I love the modern style of their frames. If you want to elevate your look with style that doesn't break the bank, then join the Movement and get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/rundown. Once again, that's mvmt.com/rundown. Moving on, influencers are deemed free of travel restrictions because going on luxury vacations is considered a part of their job for Instagram and other social media platforms. Hell of a gig.
Yeah, good on them. I'm not gonna hate. Yeah, it's cool.
I think there's a lot of unnecessary hate directed towards these influencers, but if I was a hot girl, there's no way I'd have any other job but that. I'd be posting my feet, whatever I could do online all day. I'd go to Dubai, Abu Dhabi, whatever the fuck it is, like every month. I would absolutely take advantage of my life.
That's pretty lazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But is it though? I think it is a talent to consistently.
To be hot.
I think being hot is more
Yeah,
of a
it's
talent
hard.
that people give it credit for. I think you have to stay in shape. You have to care about your look. You have to work on your appearance. You have to make sure you hit all the angles. Somebody who ran the Smoke Show page for years, you've come to appreciate the hard work and effort that these girls put in.
Yeah,
It's more than just
it's
TNA.
a fine line, but a lot of work to be a local smoke show and a regular. Like, if
Yeah, well, so we
to
have our,
cross the threshold from smoke show of the week from local.
so we
it's
have
a
our
big
local
leap.
smoke shows are in the Northeast. That's anywhere northeast.
I thought they were
New
just
York.
less good looking.
Well, I don't say that. Every girl is beautiful in their own way. Obviously, in
Only girls, what about guys?
guys as well. I mean, the local, it's a smaller player pool to select from. So sure, the overall hotness average of the national smoke shows will be higher. You have 50 states to choose from as opposed to 6 or so. So
I hate to be crass, but fuck, marry, kill, local smoke show, Mariah Carey.
oh, that's tough.
You're killing the
you
local.
you got to marry Mariah Carey for the money. You have to fuck the national smoke show and kill. But the locals have a place in my heart. But yeah, you'd have to kill the locals.
Mariah Carey's just gonna divorce you.
Yeah, but that's
I mean,
fine.
that's-
I was saying, I'd marry Mariah Carey for a month if it meant I got an ounce of
No,
clout.
she's got a prenup clause. Oh yeah. You know she's got a prenup clause though.
Yeah, it's
gotta.
not even the money. It's more so the fame I'd get from that I could then parlay into money.
Yeah.
It's sort of.
I think the government got this influencer thing right. Glad the government did something right for once.
Yes, it's about time. Moving on, Elon Musk, now the richest person in the world. Tesla stock moved up past Amazon, so he's past Jeff Bezos now. You strike me as a guy with a strong opinion on Elon Musk.
I don't have a strong opinion
I
on
look,
literally
I
anything.
look at you and I'm like, this guy has a strong opinion.
It
about
couldn't have
Elon
happened to a
Musk.
better, more sane guy. I'm sure no bad will come from this. He could take over the world if he wanted to, but we just got to trust him.
Yeah,
I thought that Jeff Bezos was at like plus over 200 billion.
Apparently,
I think
Elon
it's like
Musk is now-
150 or
set him
something.
Oh yeah.
It's like 184 million or
Yeah.
something right now.
Yeah, well no, Elon Musk is at that.
Right. So Bezos must have dipped a little bit.
Yeah. I know, I think Bezos is at like 120 billion. Like I think he's down.
Is that divorce running him
Well, you're the
dry?
fact checker.
Yeah. You have a phone. None of us are allowed on
Yeah.
our phones right now. You're the only one with access. Elon Musk, I'm kind of at the point where he should just become Batman or something, or I've had enough of him. Like, if anyone's going to become Iron Man, it would be Elon Musk.
He would not be a good guy.
I hate Elon Musk
Yeah,
with a
why?
passion.
I'm with you.
He sucks.
I think
Why?
there's a big Elon Musk.
Like he's just like
Trent,
the
I
worst.
know, is like the biggest Elon Musk.
So
hater.
Sass hates him because he sucks and he's the worst.
I agree. Yeah, I like that reasoning.
Yeah.
I think there's a big Elon Musk bubble. I mean, I know he has Tesla, but what else has he done? You know what I mean? He's just,
SpaceX.
well,
Yeah.
he just talks about these.
Are you a Musk
No,
guy?
no, 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 no,
He like
no.
does
I
acid
watched
and
Are
he's
you a
like,
Musk
you
guy?
should put a car in
Come
this.
here.
Yeah, no. He literally was like, we're gonna build a tube underneath the ground that
This is
cars can
Kevin
travel
Bonner,
through.
everybody.
It's a tunnel. You invented a tunnel.
He replaced
Give him the
NASA
mi-
in like 5 years.
Yeah, because NASA, there's like, yeah, well, fuck it, we're done with this. We're not
What
gonna
are
fund
you,
it.
what are you on? Fucking
What-
Elon Musk's payroll
I am,
or
I'm
something?
like-
Come
Yeah.
stand on the
Well, did
camera.
he start PayPal too?
Kevin's a tall
That's how
glass
he got
of
his
water.
That's how he
in
got
the
his
first
money.
place,
yeah.
yeah.
So he's done.
That's how
He's
he
done
started?
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
PayPal?
Before PayPal, there was.
So
a
Why
lot
are
of
you so
things
pro
he
Elon
does.
Musk?
I'm
Okay.
pro Elon Musk because I don't think he cares about the money for himself. He like actually wants to.
Better the
Okay,
world?
so
man.
your opinion
Okay,
is
he's
just about
an
as good
adult.
as his.
Yeah.
No,
Opposite
You're
sides of
just
the
saying, yeah,
spectrum.
you're just opposite sides of the
He
spectrum.
doesn't do it. He's not like going to.
But that's just your opinion.
You don't think it's a little money motivated?
I think it's a little ego motivated, maybe, but not money. No.
You don't think there's any part of him that's like, oh man, I'm glad I have all this money?
No, I think he wants to like get
Well, that's
humanity
crazy.
to Mars.
You
That's
think
his
his
plan.
So
intentions
you think he's
are
a bad guy?
I think
purely for
SpaceX
humanity?
is the goal for him.
But that's bad or good.
No, that's good because the Earth is going to be gone one day, so we need
Okay.
a plan B.
Enough of.
Little sassier opinions seem much
You know
more
what? No,
reasonable.
Okay, but
I
there's
am on
nothing.
Sass's
What is
side now.
Killing
what
the
is
moon.
SpaceX gonna do? Like he's like, oh, we're gonna put a car in. We're gonna put a car in space. It's like I guess that's a waste of
SpaceX
$10
is
billion.
They have like rockets.
Hey, when is that gonna happen?
Yeah,
In
I mean, that's
7
like
million
500
years?
from now.
And I don't know.
Here, so what do you think about his simulation?
I just think he
his
like.
simulation theory is basically that we're living in a simulation because basically society is advancing so much that it's inevitable that we'll advance to a point where we can build the simulation and simulate life. So either that's happened already and we're living in it, or it's
That's
going.
the Matrix.
He watched The Matrix.
He watched
Yeah.
The
Going to
Matrix.
happen one day. It's such a crock of shit. I don't think he can just say we're advancing to that point. I think it's literally impossible to build a simulation
Yeah.
like this.
Elon Musk is just a phony who watched The Matrix and has apparently watched like Apollo 13.
No, like that's exactly like
Yeah.
I think he gets like, I mean, obviously I'm sure he's a smart guy, but like he's like on Joe Rogan, he's like when I was little I thought they were gonna put me in a prison because my brain works differently than other people.
Okay,
It's like you're not
I
that
have
like, you're not
another
that
kill-
smart.
His brother like
He's acting like he's some
opens
sort of
all these
alien.
restaurants and had this fund that he was supposed to help employees
I have
with, and he
another
never
kill
did.
fuck Mary for you, little sass. Elon Musk, Addison Rae, Bryce Hall.
Okay. Well, I guess I would marry Elon Musk for the money. I would kill Bryce Hall and fuck Addison Rae.
You fucking dog.
Yeah, you would.
You horny little fuck.
All right, little sass
Yes.
wants to fuck Addison Rae.
All
Get
right.
that on record.
I don't. Just to be clear.
Well, you chose her.
I mean,
I had to.
if you
Who else was I
yeah.
gonna choose?
if you had to, you would.
If I had to, I would. But I
Um,
don't want to.
Next up, we got last rundown before the NFL playoffs. Sean Payton wanted to quarantine 50,000 Saints fans in like a super bubble, like the fucking Simpsons movie, basically, so that they could all come to the Metrodome on Sunday. I love that idea.
That's impossible.
Yeah.
I think I would like to live in a bubble like that for a couple weeks. I think that'd be cool.
But you're quarantining in this bubble
But
just
it's
to go
50,000 people, so are you really?
just to go to a football game, which is football I love, but it's more enjoyable for me to watch on TV when you can't tailgate, when you can't go to the concession stand and drink. Like it's just
Well, I would prefer to watch it on TV even if everything was hip humming along.
So-
I'd still.
imagine how exhausting it is just
That's my
going to a
grandpa.
football game, but now you have to quarantine for
No, I think
10 days.
I would like the quarantine part more than the football game. I'm
Well, you
enamored.
can quarantine without going to
No,
a
but with 50,000 people in like a giant bubble.
You're not thinking a
you
literal
wouldn't be
bubble?
I think so. In my head, yes. It's like in my head, it is exactly like the Simpsons movie, where they have like the big plastic like half dome over like a few towns. That's exactly what I'm picturing.
But would you wouldn't see you wouldn't see other people.
Yeah, you're
You
not
would
gonna-
see the other 49,000.
No,
No,
you
you
have
wouldn't.
to quarantine.
You're
Well, yeah. That's a good
Because
point.
if one person has
would
it, then
suck.
everyone's gonna get it.
Yeah.
it'd be awful.
All right, I'm out on that. But
Okay.
I do respect the idea from Sean.
Yeah, I
Payton.
feel like there's no home field advantage with COVID anymore, so it doesn't really matter if you're the one seed, except for the
Yeah.
bye.
But yeah, NFL playoffs. I think should be a good weekend. First time I've ever had 6 playoff games in the same weekend. We got Bills, Colts, Seahawks, Rams. The Seahawks, Rams. That's going to be the worst game of the weekend. I
Why is
think.
that?
Just boring. Two teams we see play each other a lot. Offenses aren't too good. If Jared Goff doesn't play, I think the Seahawks are just going to roll
Do you think
through them.
Cleveland and Pittsburgh is gonna be a bad game?
No, I'm excited. I think that's going to be a almost must-watch game because of, well, first of all, Browns' first playoff game in 18 years, and then also you have the factor of the Browns just don't have a coach.
Yeah.
Which is astounding to me. He should just be able to coach from the booth.
So Jeff Lowe keeps saying, and he's not here, we can't ask him, but he keeps saying that how the NFL is screwing the Browns. What does he want them to do?
I don't know.
They can't like just push back the playoffs for this, I don't think.
No.
It'll be interesting because what if the Steelers win and they play the Browns and then they all get COVID and then
I
they're
was
screwed the next
I
week?
was thinking that, yeah. Like
I
the
mean,
Steelers
it's,
win, they all get COVID on the field, and then it's just never ending.
whoever plays just gets COVID. Yeah.
Just only one team in the Super Bowl will end up having a head coach.
Yeah.
But yeah, should be good NFL playoffs. We got, the Pro Football Show is filming after this. We got stool streams today. Yeah, crazy day. Again, if in case it wasn't clear, bad. All that stuff was
very
bad.
bad. We do
In
not
case-
condone that.
Yeah, don't condone
Which
that.
camera mode? That one? We don't condone that.
Don't condone that. And yeah, I think that's about it. We will see you guys.
Wait, fights. What's your opinion on what happened yesterday in DC?
I'm
No,
gonna
no,
go-
we'll just cut it.
Yeah.